Hello, good evening, and welcome to Gamedec, where I am playing as a private investigator in a cyberpunk future who mostly investigates crimes that are occurring in full immersion VR games. However, the current crime that I'm investigating has happened very much in the real life and has a personal level to it because they have killed my friend. I don't know who they are yet, but I'm going to find out. And that is equal parts threats and a promise. So, let's get into this. The communicators of the late 22nd century ensure visual, auditory, thermal, and olfactory contact. This conglomerate of sensual modalities is called sensory connection, or sensing. A computer user connecting to a user of the same device has access to 4 sensory representations, but does not have to use them. Users often turn off the olfactory and thermal channels. Owners of newer Walktels have access to optical, auditory, and limited olfactory channels, just like Omnic owners. The owners of the newest Temple Obicoins can take advantage of the amazing quality of all channels, as Obicoins send sensations directly to the interpretive areas of the brain. This makes them better than computers. Multisensory Dictionary, 33rd edition. And yes, these blurbs do keep cycling. I'm going to try not to read the same blurb twice in a stream, but I'm not going to guarantee that I'm not going to read a blurb that I haven't read before. Let's get in here. Yes. I was going to talk to these two. Dr. Pax and the Medibot. Sure. Pax?
I'll have to quit smoking at some point in the future.
Goddamn asshole. The man cursed under his breath and repeatedly tried to pull out a smoke with trembling hands. The cigarette fell to the ground. Fuck! He glared at the soaking wet tobacco as if deliberating whether it was worth picking up. He shrugged and pulled out another cigarette. Fuck all of this. He only noticed me once he lit up and inhaled deeply. He sent me a quizzical glance. Ask for access to the Medibot. Ask for help in the investigation. Ask about Ken's death. Ask about his conflict with the captain. Or just leave. Also, it's wonderful that I have started my stream with a gentleman of such a colorful vocabulary, shall we say. Although, limited, but colorful so far. Ask for help on the investigation. Hello, Loppy, good evening. Welcome back. I'm going to ask for help. I have a few questions, and I wanted... Pax raised his hand. He took a fresh pack of real nicotine cigarettes out of his pocket. From another, he grabbed a lighter engraved with Aselpus's cane. Oh, yes, the medical symbol with the stick with the 2 snakes. He lit up lazily and took the smoke in, tasting it. I'm burning to help. Sadly, my fire is being doused by a certain problem. There's a hideous toad roaming around here, interrupting my work. Okay, Low City, show contempt for the Outrangers. Ask for help again. Ask about the toad. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Low City option. Contempt. Toads, huh? Only thing I remember from their Low City patrols is the contempt they showed to the inhabitants. They pretended to care about us, but only thought of us as city dwellers. Screw them. He looked at me with a mix of amusement and pity. He wanted to say something, but a coughing fit interrupted him. Once he had it under control, he took a drag on his cigarette as if nothing had happened. Okay, let's see. Number 2 is now ask how he's feeling, but I think I'm going to ask about the conflict with the captain. Seems like you and the captain go way back. Yeah. Offer assistance, ask about their story, ask about Low City, or abandon the subject. Ask about the story. What happened between you two? What's your story? He took a puff and exhaled through the nose. He ruined my career. It started over a year ago. I worked in the Warsaw City Central Hospital. I had a respectable position, second-degree specialization. We had got a call to the ABB, a bite or a sting. I went there with a team. Landed right by the barrier. An outranger unit led by balicides was scrambling. The victim was a civilian, the captain's partner. Michael Sosnowski, sorry. I missed a syllable. He took a long drag, staring into the distance. When he finally exhaled, a pale blue cloud enveloped him. I am not sure if that's actually a mark on the L, or if that's dust on my screen. I maybe should have given that a different pronunciation than the English one, but it's too late now. Alright, keep listening. Something bit him on the neck. He went into shock. His airways were closing up. We call it firing up the engines. For your trip to the other side, I mean. Charming! The outrangers kept shouting it was a type of gadfly, Hypodermia bovis toxica. Typically, all you need in such cases are serum, an anti-shock kit, and water. But something was off. A gadfly's bite leaves a swollen lump with 2 red patches around it. And there was a lump, but not a lot of redness. And I saw that lump start to blacken, as if necrosis had already started. I only ever seen wolf spider bites progress that fast. What puzzled me was that there was only 1 bite mark, and spiders leave 2. I knew I'd have to cut off his head if it had been a wolf spider, otherwise he'd die. Doesn't cutting off someone's head usually kill them? I'm pretty sure that that's a medical fact. Let's see. Comment on the seriousness of the situation. Listen. Ask about something else. I'm torn between commenting on the seriousness and just continuing to listen. I think the seriousness of the situation. Damn, that must have been tough, huh? Oh, wow. Yeah, brilliant wordsmith, my character. He glanced at me, pressed his lips tightly, and slowly nodded. Spiders sometimes lose their pedipalps, fending off wasps or other damned things. I concluded it must have been a wolf spider cripple, and made my choice. Inquire about pedipalps, or listen. You know what? I don't need to know about pedipalps tonight. I'm just gonna continue listening. Besides, I personally already know about pedipalps. It's the things that the spiders have their fangs on. Their little like independent-y thingy about. It's very interesting, but also, you know, if you have a thing about spiders, it's kind of. He took a puff and spoke in a whisper. I loaded this Myco guy into the ambulance and he literally lost his head before the captain's eyes. He survived, but Balicide sued me. I checked later and found that Snowski had pheromone injections done to protect against insects. Sorry, Sosnowski. Why do I keep not reading that one syllable? But not against arachnids. Ask about the injections. Listen. Ask about something else. No, I actually want to ask about those pheromone injections. What injections are you talking about? He tried to hide his bewilderment. It's like a vaccine. Makes us exude pheromones that keep away the nasties behind the AVB. Everyone has a standard set done in childhood, but to go past the barriers you have to have them all. Didn't you learn that in school? His eyes narrowed as he puffed the cigarette, as if trying to remember what he'd just said. The bite mark was destroyed by decapitation, and the blood from his head machine-washed, so there were no solid leads in the investigation. And eventually the court ruled that there wasn't enough evidence, so it went cold, but the stench remained. I was let go, and since I wagged my tongue a bit too much, I couldn't find any decent jobs anywhere. So you see, that is our story. So you saved the guy's life by a rather catastrophic surgical procedure. And the captain is pissed about the catastrophic surgical procedure? He looked at the cigarette butt smoldering between his fingers and tossed it away. I saved his boyfriend. Was I right? I don't know. Huh. I mean, you did save his boyfriend by decapitating him, which I believe would make him a little difficult to cuddle. But he survived. Why is the captain so upset? Offer assistance, ask about Low City. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Offer assistance. I could help you with this green problem. His shifty eyes looked up at me. Really? Would you do something to make the captain leave? Provoke him to hit you or something? Or find something to discredit him? You know, maybe just getting him to leave you alone for long enough to get your job done. Yeah, sure, but ruining his career? I don't know yet. Although, at the moment, it does seem like he's trying to cover up my friend Ken's death, so until I find evidence against that, he's not exactly my favorite person. So, between refuse and agree, I'll agree. I'll try. Pax nodded and sighed with relief. Thank you. Ask about Low City? What's it like working at the bottom of the police? It may sound dramatic, but I'd say, like with a knife to the throat. Shootouts happen here, so I need to patch up gang war victims. There's still lots of valuables down there to fight over. Maybe this man got caught in the crossfire. He sighed, exhaling a cloud of smoke. Okay. So this guy definitely thinks Ken was shot. Okay, let's see what is the deduction that showed up. I don't know. I just have to check them all, I guess. The MCC beacon hypothesis. The beacons fire plasma. Vanenvera claims that beacons don't make mistakes. No, this all looks like the same thing that was here before. Gunshot hypothesis maybe is where it showed up? Gunshot hypothesis. Someone shot Ken while he was hanging around near Yeti's coming. And we have bad neighborhood. Ken might have been caught in the crossfire of gang violence. That would be the one that showed up. Okay, so we have the gunshot wound was the cause of death. Having a hole in your chest is rarely good for your health. Ken shot himself, which I very much disbelieve, and nobody shot anyone. Well, if the doctor says that the victim was shot, I mean, he might not be a good doctor, depending on how much founding of the captain's animosity has in reality. But yes, exactly, Loppy. Typically you believe the doctor. Alright, and then there's the accident hypothesis, which doesn't have anything new. And I mean, Ken didn't have anything on him. If Ken came to Low City looking for something and he didn't find it, unless it was information. But he didn't even have his own devices on him, which is super weird. Okay, and over here in professions, yeah, I'm never going to get to that, to being a super hacker. I just don't perform enough analysis, darn it. Alright. Ask for access to the Medibot? I'd like to use your Medibot. He squinted and asked without taking the cigarette out of his mouth. And what do you need it for? Say you're conducting an investigation, sleeves threaten him, or brain fixer claim you have similar experience. Well, I didn't go down the sleeves path or the medical path, so for my investigation? I'm conducting an investigation. I could use this equipment. And I could use some peace and quiet. I've got a problem with a toad here. Besides, it's against protocol. He laughed. Something gurgled in his throat as he spoke the last word. How are you feeling? To tell the truth, you don't look too well. Are you all right? He smiled crudely and inhaled more smoke. I feel excellent for a guy who will soon rendezvous with the Reaper. Ask if he's dying or leave. Oh no, are you dying, sir? Any faster than the rest of us? Are you dying? Not at the moment. I'll fire up the engines in about 3 months, then I'll fly away. Too bad Gaia isn't the destination. He looked at the Medibot and exhaled smoke, barely stopping himself from coughing, assuming the diagnosis is correct. He coughed, but kept the smoke in his mouth. The cigarette paper started soaking with red. He grabbed the wet bud and looked at it with disgust. He tossed it into the abyss below us and lit up another. It probably is. So, what's wrong with you? Stem cell cancer. No cure. Believe me, I'm a doctor. Ask if he has connections. Say that everything can be bought. Brain fixer, confirm that there is no cure. Well, still not a brain fixer. Never going to get to brain fixer. Ask if he has connections, I guess. But you're a doctor. You could sense your friends. I'm sure they would. He stopped me with a gesture. A BLB is the only thing that could help me. Can't afford it. Too many debts, and I'm tired. No more of this. Okay, then. I think I might have already upset him, so I'm going to leave the Medibot alone for now. Okay, that was a interesting conversation. Why don't I save? Yeah, there we go. Speaking of interesting conversations, Mac and Martin32 hashtag I love pierogies won. Well, we all love pierogies, but Mac. It was a gynoid, a female-shaped humanoid, the newest model by the Interscope Corporation. Green lips and green makeup. Hard to say if it was real. Looked like she was posing for a micro camera. I couldn't see the device, so I couldn't say for sure. Her mechanical face expressed seductive contemplation as she arched and curved her figure. Ask if she's a robot. Ask who she is. Ask about Ken's death. Ask about the Outrangers. Well, I think asking if she's a robot is rude. So let's ask who she is. Okay, that's also rude. Thank you very much, me. Who are you, anyway? You don't know me? How embarrassing. Mac Bohr, actress and first model to pose in a Morbrium. I thought my fame was... Ugh, never mind. I'm getting ready for a role. We'll be reenacting the story of Tancred, one of the Greens. I hope I do well. Let's ask her about the Outrangers, then. It sounds like she might have maybe put in some research on her subject. What do you think about the Outrangers? Interesting question. Until now, I thought they were just nature-loving simpletons that hated technology. But get this, the famous troublemaker Rama Matan of Sydneyland is one of them. That guy knows how to party. See for yourself. She blinked her metallic eyelids and sent me a link to the article. You know, considering that I went up the sensory celebrity thing, I would have expected us to, if not, what's the next thing down from recognize each other? Know of each other? Ask about Ken's death. I'm here because of that guy's death. Do you know anything? No. Martin told me something cool was happening in Low City and that I could do research for my role, so we came. Poor guy was already dead. Well, that was helpful. Never ask an Instagram model for intel. Alright, off we go. Martin, stop paying attention to the sexy robot and talk to me.
Yes, I am that famous director. No, I don't have a role for you.
It's a certain Kermity tone to this one. Alright, Martin. I'm not going to say the whole thing. It's stupid. The guy was skinny, wore massive glasses with a secondary active pair on his neck, and some brightly glowing digital lenses in his eyes. He kept looking around impatiently, as if looking for something beautiful, ugly, sensational, inspirational. That I didn't know. Yes, I'm that famous director. No, I don't have a role for you, though visually you'd fit right in. Only important stuff, please. I'm busy. Ask if he has anything on the captain. Ask how long they've been here. Ask about the Outranger in the Mobrium. Make small talk about art and weather. Or just go. You know what? Ask about the Outranger in the Mobrium. That big green Mobrium and the Outranger inside it. Can you tell me something about her? Tancred? fascinating story. Could make for a great holo movie. We're getting ready to film a feature on her. That's why we're here. Problem is, she has therapeutic programs that activate upon feeling strong emotions. Then she becomes hard to talk to. Okay, how long have you been here? Have you been here long? Well, a while. Still, should have come sooner. They say some guy fell from the sky. That's what I heard, at least. That's why we're here, actually. Guy falls from the sky, rangers arrive, Mac and I receive word and come too. Hello, Sierra lad. Oh, I'm hoping I will get to do some face stabbing, actually. Somebody has murdered my friend. I haven't actually had an opportunity to stab anyone yet this game, though, so don't get your hopes too high. I can't promise you that. The regretful truth is that I have not been given an opportunity to stab anyone in this game. There has been absolutely zero stabbing, possibly even into the negative numbers of stabbing. They wouldn't even let me touch the one knife that I found in the entire game. Strangely, yes, it seems so. Okay, where was I? Let's ask if he has anything on the captain. I thought I'd try to placate him first. Show business, huh? They say it's a bitch of an industry. I should know, I'm in it. He looked at me as if to say, yeah, tell me about it. Duh. Making a holo movie must be tough, huh? The producer always wants to get their way, competition biting at your heels. They push some young talent on you, some exec's failure of a son. Man, you have to have nerves of steel or connections. Advertising is a better business. If you don't know how to swim with the sharks, you'd better keep out of the water. Make reference to the sharks, make reference to connections. No, let's chase the sharks angle. He seems to like the sharks angle. Let's go with the sharks. I'm somewhat of an independent creator myself, and there's a kind of shark swimming around here. The captain. He's getting on my nerves. Got anything on him? Haha, past choices. Of course. I mean, I did film the guy beating up on a Metabot. The question is, though, why should I give it to you? Say the Metabot's AI is human-like. Vox Populi say you're also a filmmaker. Mindfluencer invoke the law. Or say Metabots save lives. I honestly don't think that he's going to go for an appeal to the Metabot's sensibilities or purpose. So I'm going to go with the only other one besides that that's open to me, which is Vox Populi. Well, I'm kind of an artist myself. I'm in the industry too. I like bringing the truth to the people, regardless of consequences. You might tarnish your name with this recording. I won't care. I remember one time that thing saved one of my actors. You're completely right. Here's the video. Booyah! Yeah! Okay, what do we got? What did we add? I don't know. There's something in here that's new. Gunshot? No, nothing new in gunshot. Accident? Did somebody saw him fall down? Apparently somebody saw Ken fall down on the walkway. That might be new. Okay, what about the beacon? No, there's nothing new in the beacon, so yes, it was the the accident hypothesis. Somebody saw him drop. Which means, to me, he was not shot on this level. He was shot coming to this level. Both Ken and I live above this particular level of the city. I am reasonably certain he would not have such an expensive car if he lived this low. So, he was traveling here, and he was shot just as he reached the area. I mean, this is very close to the place where we were supposed to be meeting each other. So, Okay, new hypothesis on my part. He was trying to get away when he was shot. There was a confrontation. He tried to fly away with the stupid bat wings, and then he got shot. If somebody actually saw him fall. I'm not going to make small talk about art and the weather with this guy. Okay, that was actually very helpful. I will save. I have video footage of the captain punching the heck out of a Medibot that was just trying to do its job. I don't know how to use that yet, but... Drone. I watched up to the edge of the sidewalk. It was a good place for the ad drone to spot me. The drone displayed a message. Advert Polex, your global local ad provider, or something IDK. You type something, you fucking slot machine. Okay, that's a new one. Somebody didn't realize that their mic was on, I guess. Bombard Tancred with information. I opened the list of available ads and picked a sequence that might alter Tancred's emotional state. Okay, now here's the question. The foul-mouthed parrot that keeps telling me to fuck off, would that be the one that would come out when she gets negative, or the one that comes out when she gets positive, do you think? Let's use the positive set. I confirmed the set of ads and directed the signal straight to Tancred's brain. Okay. Okay, let's go make another attempt at talking to Tancred. Hi, Tancred.
You're no better than a duck.
Boom! Fucking teleportation. Here I am again, so tell me, what the fuck did you do? Or actually, shut up, otherwise you just pissed me off. Okay, well, the parrot is still out, and I can't do anything without being a brain fixer. So... I don't know. Maybe if I bombard her with the other set? Hey drone, come back. Okay, same one. Okay, bombard Tancred. Bombard her with negatives? I confirmed the set of ads and directed the signal straight to Tancred's brain. Okay. Okay, now what? I really hope I'm not doing something terrible.
What the fuck did you do this time? On second thought, I don't want to know.
The bird looked me up and down and let out an obnoxious squawk. A duck, right? A fucking weird-ass bird is the best you can do, and that's that. Okay, let's just keep bombarding her with positive stuff then. Let's because that reduced the bar and Fabio is already out, so use the positive set. Okay, more positive, more positive. Okay, I've positived her twice, which may have sent it off in the other direction, but...
What the fuck did you do this time? On second thought, I don't want to know.
Okay, nope, that didn't do anything. Okay, I need 2 negatives. Let's give her 2 negatives. Let's see if that balances her out. Maybe balancing is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, we'll use the negative ones and the negative ones. Whee! Tancred, are you in there? Hello?
Million. What do you want?
There she is! I did have to balance her out. That was the trick. It was a huge mobrium. I'd never seen a machine like that before. The outranger controlling it was busy with the MCC beacon hovering in front of her. Ask about Ken's death. Ask for access to the beacon. Just leave. Let's ask about Ken's death. How do you think Ken died? Well, straight to the point, aren't I? I don't know, but it wasn't the beacon. The cat may know something. It's got access to a part of my psyche from which I'm currently separated. We need to give her more negative. Okay, access to the beacon? I'd like to take a look at the beacon. Is that okay? MCC beacons are serious gear. Scanners, weapons, AI. You have to be authorized to tinker with them. Oh, well, okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go bombard you with negative emotions now. I apologize. Negative emotions for you, Tancred. I am so sorry. More negative, more negative for you. Ooh, something just chimed. Something just chimed. Oh, Tancred, I'm sorry. Oh, the cat is out, though.
Weather's beautiful, isn't it?
A semi-transparent cat appeared at the mobrium's feet and started licking its paw. It had to be yet another projection. Hello there. My, what wonderful weather we're having. We haven't been introduced yet, have we? I'm Behemoth. And you are? Interesting. About Ken's death. I was told you know something about Ken's death. Is that right? My friend, you come here for favors without even a drop of booze or any respect for the rule of quid pro quo. How rude! I think you're a reasonable person, someone who could help Tancred with my assistance. For that, we need the function key from her mobrium. If you were to stumble upon it and bring it back, I'd be grateful. I mean, Tancred would be grateful, of course. Ask about the function key? Where can I find it? Maybe it's in one of the compartments on her mobrium? I'm not sure. You see, I don't have access to that part of her mind. I only know she doesn't have it on her. Must have lost it or something. He licked his paw and looked at me, turning his head. His pupils dilated. In that moment, he reminded me of a small, helpless kitten. Clever programming. So, what if we send her a couple of positive bursts and ask her about the key? Back to the advertising drone. I feel really bad about doing it this way. Alright, positive emotion, positive for you. And another positive for you. And back to...
I'm trying to stay level-headed here. What is it now?
I see. Okay, I can't talk to her about the key. Alright, let's dump her back over to the cat, so that's the one that I end up talking to. We'll just have to hit her with a couple of negatives, I guess. One negative, two negatives. Cat is out. I think that's what the bong means. Yes, cat is out. Okay. Whoop. Well, apparently I'm talking to the beacon now instead of saving. The beacon was in standby mode and was only using its basic systems. Okay, I did already look at this, though. Check technical name. I opened the device logs. The beacon's technical name was 047 MCC 723627 Tank Jr. Technical specifications. Long-range scanners, high-quality cameras and microphones, quantum noses capable of differentiating 4 trillion smells, a plasma gun with adjustable power and caliber. In a nutshell, a must-have in every household. Okay, that doesn't actually help me. I think I might need to... corn is... I don't know if corn is going to be helpful at all. But let's save and try talking to corn again.
This theory just doesn't add up.
Nope. Corn is still... You know what? Let's reach into that trophy case. Let's just rifle around in there. On the pilot's seat, I found a familiar box made of steel, a trophy case. Every kid knows what they look like. The window was slightly lowered, so I managed to reach into the cabin and feel the box with my hand. It was closed with a latch. Break the lock, use key, gangway hound, open the lock, or back. Use key? Nothing makes opening a lock easier than having the right key. I looked inside. I did find a key last stream. Apparently this is what it's for. Inside, there was an anti-G harness. Ah, this is supposedly the anti-G harness that the captain took off of Ken's body before anybody else arrived. Why he removed it from the body before anyone else arrived is an excellent question to which I do not yet know the answer. Alright, deal with the anti-G harness. Inspect, ask Tancred to examine the harness, back. Inspect? Anti-G harness made by Frequentar Heavy Industries. It consists of a couple straps and anti-gravity generators that allow the user to float in the air. Alright, examine the harness. It seemed fine, but when I tried to turn it on, it didn't work. I wondered why. Ask Tancred to examine the harness? Well, I'm probably going to have to bombard her again, but I could do that. I looked over my shoulder. Tancred didn't seem particularly busy. I sensed her. What are you playing at? Can't you come closer? Would you look at this harness? I've sent you a holo. See any damages? I didn't notice anything. But seriously, did you have to rummage in our box? Don't do that again. And no, I don't see any damages. The gear looks fine. Then why doesn't it turn on? New clue. This is probably something for the accident hypothesis, if I had to guess. The anti-G harness is broken. The harness that he used doesn't work. And it doesn't have any visible damage, so you can't say that, oh, it was damaged in the landing after the fall. So, less and less this seems like an accident. And I mean, I, as the player, know for a fact that this was a murder. So, okay. Corn, Tancred, beacon. Wait a minute, what's this? Sticky trash can. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's fool around with the sticky one. Yeah. The garbage can looked disgusting. When I got closer to it, the stench hit my nostrils, which immediately made my throat swell. I had to suppress my gag reflex. Search it! Do it! Do the thing! It's gross. It's really gross. Oh, it's making squishing noises. I reached inside the can, trying not to touch its sticky edges. I failed. I got an achievement called Trash Compactor. That was only the second garbage can. No, sorry, third. That was the third garbage can in the game that I searched. Just below the top layer, I reached some sticky liquid, probably the same stuff that ran down the sides of the bin. Reach deeper, give up. Oh. Deeper, deeper. I plunged my hand deeper, pushing through things I didn't want to picture. The tips of my fingers finally reached a warm metal object. Oh, take that. I pulled out something made of metal and wiped the slime off. I looked closely at the object, but had no idea of its purpose. What? Okay, so I have a warm metal object that I don't recognize the purpose of. That's weird. Cat?
This seems like a perfect time for a drink.
This place again? But of course, I love the smell of rain in the morning. I think I might need Tancred herself for this one. So I need to send her a couple of positives. I don't think this is good for her. Positive. Positive. Hey Tancred, I found this thing.
I'm trying to stay level-headed here. What is it now?
Nope. No. Okay, so Tancred is not the solution for what the heck this thing I just got out of the trash is. Oh, I've probably got a distinct smell by this point too. Okay. I'm just gonna leave her like that because I don't think that altering her too often is going to be useful. Okay. Another drone. Sure, why not? Frickwadar Heavy Industries made this drone model for military and police use. They're used for scanning dangerous and suspicious areas. They say they're also able to detect mental constellations characteristic of sociopaths and potential murderers. Hack it! City network access helps with this kind of thing. Raystick Systems admin credentials help too. I need to find out more about the Raystick Systems first. Okay, I'm not sure how and where to do that. You are Operator Matan. Maybe you can tell me? I don't know where the captain's gotten to, and I'm not sure if I want to know. He winced and waved at me to stop as I approached. Babe, I get that people from around here are poor, but make sure you've showered before coming close to me. Whoops! Well, my forays into the garbage can has caused me a problem. Mutation Control Center beacon. What is Zeitgeist? An AI-equipped guard that protects us from mutated plants and animals. Hack it? Yep, city network access helps with that kind of thing. Raystick Systems min credentials help too. I know jack about Raystick Systems. Okay, I've got a problem. I stink from going through the trash. Maybe if I just wait a bit, it'll wear off? Let's hit up the graffiti. Sidewalk graffiti was not a common sight. That one made with a permanent paint, so the colors stayed vivid despite attempts at heavy cleaning. Look for drones? I issued some commands, and the system displayed all surveillance drones within its range. Yeah, that doesn't actually help me, unfortunately. Darn it, I got nothing. Well, I stink from rooting around in trash. I have no other leads. Buddy down there is too prissy to talk to me. Hi, Captain. How are ya?
What is it this time?
A well-built man was loitering on the sidewalk and giving the doctor menacing looks. Introduce yourself, show concern, carry on with the investigation. Introduce yourself. My name is Foxwine. Just what we needed, a game deck. Who let you in? Refer to the regulations, say nothing. What actually is this? Family service. Oh boy. Refer to the regulations, say nothing, or re-educator, put him in his place. You know, Sleeves has a lot to say in this game, that whole violent edge of the tree, and I don't think I would... I'm not enthused about the idea as playing as that person. Oh, I need need to choose. Refer to the regulations, maybe? I'm a game deck, and I have a right to be here. If you have any doubts, check them against the regulations. The man narrowed his eyes. Who doesn't love losing control of the situation? A wonderful feeling. Ask for access to the drone, provoke him to fight, ask about his conflict with Pax, ask about Ken's death, leave. You know what? Ask about his conflict with Pax. You and this doctor seem to hate each other. The man snorted, clenched his fist, and the metal parts of his glove creaked. You think so? Where did you get this from? Say nothing. Mention their argument. Infotainer. Mention your sources. I'm a little bit torn between mentioning their argument and bringing up my sources. You know what? I witnessed with my own two eyes the two of you arguing with each other. I'm going to go with the argument. I heard your argument. The man nodded. Pax and I have a history, and it's not one with a happy ending. I'd rather he left. Ask about their history, find out why Pax should leave, tell him that Pax is dying, offer assistance. Something else. Ask. Ask about the history. Let's see if he... So you and Pax, what happened? The man rubbed his eyebrows and sighed. It was a little over a year ago. Our unit was on patrol duty behind the ABB. My husband Michael was with us. There weren't many dangerous species in that area. Well, except for the insects. They're everywhere. Michael... The man looked down and grunted. He swallowed and straightened up. A gadfly bit his neck. Hypodermia bovis toxica. It got really swollen, so we quickly evacuated. Then an ambulance arrived. And Pax was in it. He was arrogant and confident. The fool said that it wasn't a gadfly, but a bazillion wandering spider that lost its fucking pedipalp. Listen, inquire about pedipalps, say it sounds ridiculous, ask about something else. You know what, let's just listen. I have made some good progress in this game just by letting people talk. Despite our protests, Pax ordered decapitation to save Michael's life. He lost his body because of that moron. Now he's an involuntary sewing net. A Zeonet? Zeonet. Keeping his head alive costs a fortune, and we can't afford to regenerate his whole body. It's too expensive. With one decision unsupported by any evidence, this prick turned our life into a nightmare. The man cleared his throat. So yeah, this is our history, my friend. No happy ending for me. And since we don't see a way out, well, never mind. Okay, why do you think Pax should leave then? This guy's already dead. It's not like he can do any more harm. Why should Pax leave then? Why do you want Dr. Pax to leave? The man frowned and shuffled his armored boots. He brings back some painful memories. This has not gotten me anywhere. This has not changed this bar by even a single pixel in any direction. What if I told him Pax was dying? I don't think I want to try that, actually. Let's go back. Ask about Ken's death? How did Ken die? However terrible it may sound, it seems that an MCC beacon mistook him for some kind of bat and fired at him. Provoke him to fight, inquire about facts, ask whether he's sabotaging the investigation, ask for access to the drone. Access to the drone? I need to access your drone. Oh, do you now? And I need access to an anti-gravity shower and some good tea. And you know what, Gamedec? I won't get that either. Ah, here we go. Say that Ken is somebody's son, too. Say that he should take his duty seriously. Ken is somebody's son, too. And my friend, darn it. See this body soaking on the sidewalk? He had parents, you know. What would you say to his mother? That you'd like some good tea? That was a chunk. I don't know what I would say. And don't bother with guilt trips. She isn't here, is she? What does that say about her? That she doesn't know yet? I don't know whether provoking him to a fight would be... This is probably going to sabotage myself, but I'm really curious what he is going to answer if I just ask him outright whether he's sabotaging the investigation. I'm sorry, Captain, but shouldn't the Outrangers try to divert suspicion away from the beacon? What are you implying, girl? Accuse or let it go? Accuse. I think that you're deliberately taking this case in a strange direction. That's a serious accusation. You shouldn't make those without strong proof, and I assume you don't have any, do you? Say you'll find out. Suggest he's being blackmailed. What would he be being blackmailed with, though? Although the doctor referred to the husband as a civilian, what was a civilian doing on the patrol? Suggest blackmail. Someone's blackmailing you. That's the only rational explanation. He gave me a harsh look and opened his mouth to say something, but then he stopped, grunted, and rubbed his eyes as if deflated. Oh, by all mutations, I'm so tired. Let it go. Ask who's blackmailing him. Who's blackmailing you, sir? Who's doing it? Why do they want to blame the Outrangers? Leave it, girl. I'm not telling you anything. Yeah, I need to progress further. But I need more dialogue options before I can do that. I don't really want to tell him that Pax is dying. I also don't want to provoke him into a fight. I think I need to come to some conclusions somewhere. Alright, I'm a go. I will talk to you later. Okay, but that's pretty much has confirmed to me that he is being blackmailed. Which is very interesting information that should have given me something on the deduction. But it didn't, as far as I noticed. But I'm going to double check anyway. Yep, there's nothing in the beacon hypothesis. Accident. Oh, accident also has the anti-G harness is broken. And the anti-G harness shows no signs of damage. This one still bothers me because there's nothing there. Has it been long enough? Will you talk to me yet? I'm going to save and try. I mean, I spent a whole bunch of time standing in the sort of rain talking to the captain. He winced and waved at me to stop as I approached. Yeah, mm-hmm. Garbage, transporter. Is there anything new on the transporter? Nope. I feel like I need to talk to that last guy, but okay, I'm gonna commune with the Medibot, I suppose. The Medibot, the pillar of healthcare service. They say doctors became obsolete because these things could easily replace humans. Inspect, Glazier, Hackett, molecular scripter, take control, or leave. Inspect? The device had 2 multi-joint limbs, but certainly had some more manipulators up its sleeves as well. Information's panels kept flashing on the lid. It was a clunky old model, sturdy and trustworthy. Can I hack it? In order to hack the Medibot, I needed access to the city's network. Raystick systems and min credentials would have been nice too. I knew I should find out more about the city Raystick systems. Okay, fine. There's gotta be something around here that I missed. And not just that one dude who won't talk to me because I was rooting in the trash. Maybe there's information I haven't read yet? Virtualium? No, technologies? Municipal Raystick systems. Code names. Many hackers died to bring us this information. Okay, yes, this is what I read last week. And then this is... Yeah, I think if I unlock this third piece of information... Huh... Okay, you're at the 47th level of Warsaw City, level ROU, Roof of the Undercity, Quadrant 22, Ochoto. Warning, the area below belongs to the Undercity. Descending below level 47 is highly inadvisable. Recommendation, do not spend more time than necessary in that area. Expose yourself to sunshine at least once a day. Warsaw City Council wishes you a good day. Okay, I need page 3. How do I get to page 3? Where do I get page 3? How? Why? Oh, Ken. Try the tourist terminal again? The old tourist terminal looked ridiculous there. Where were these people supposed to go? To a different polis? To Gaia? Check out the offer? I wondered what the piece of junk could offer people from the lowest layer of the polis. Welcome! Please note that the tourist console belongs to the city Raystick Systems. The offer presented by this device is outdated. Feel free to use the holoscreen standing alongside it to get the latest information, including on tourism. Yeah, okay, that's the captain. This guy won't talk to me. That's the beacon I can't hack without more information. That's a trash can that had nothing in it. Transporter? Okay, nothing on the transporter. I am officially stuck.
Laws and regulations are there for a reason.
I think I need to either pick a fight with the captain or to tell him that Pax is dying. Speaking of you, Dr. Pax.
Fuck all of this.
About the conflict... Oh, okay. How about the conflict... What about it? I have not actually helped him. I need to help him, but I haven't yet. I just got the captain's half of the story. Will you talk to me? Let's have a gossip.
Creating art here.
The guy was skinny, wore massive glasses with a secondary active pair on his neck and some brightly glowing digital lenses in his eyes. He kept looking around impatiently as if looking for something beautiful, ugly, sensational, inspirational. That I didn't know. Okay, make small talk about art and weather. Darkness, rain, the ruins of Warsaw below us. Great setting for a holo movie, right? Damn right. Don't have to change anything, really. But it's always been that way. The story matters more than the scenery. Effects, animation, makeup. It's so easy to get that stuff done that the damn AIs could handle it. We have a shortage of stories that don't tickle some vain instinct, but move you to the core. Dialogues, characters, that's what I'm after. It occurs to me, the parrot is remarkably unhelpful, but he might know something about the code that the cat is looking for. It's possible.
Anything else?
Whoops. Oh, I didn't actually... Oh! Oh! These are useful questions. I'm glad I accidentally clicked on him. Ask about Raystick Systems. Ask about Tancred's function key or leave. I'm going to start with the Raystick Systems, as you may have been able to tell. Do you know anything about Raystick Systems? They're like the Matrix. You know, they surround us. Just kidding. But not really. Seriously, though. It's complicated, and I'm afraid I'll mix it up. Lots of encrypting protocols. I'm not going to teach you to hack. Take this address. It's all written down, but you didn't get it from me. Thank you! I think that was the last piece of information that I needed. Yes! Page 3! Encryption protocols. Street lamps, KGS protocol. Private infotalias, NCP protocol. Information terminal, NCP protocols. Walktels, PPS protocol. Medibots, PPS. Surveillance drones, NCP. Advertising drones, KGS. Stationary advertisements, PPS. Yes, I did stop saying protocol. It would be too many. Where was I? Stationary advertisements, PPS, mutation control center beacons, KGS, hacking for real, attachment 6, encryption protocols from Inky. Thank you. That's very helpful. Alright, and about Tancred's function key. The cat asked for it. I'm looking for Tancred's function key. Yeah? What for? Lie and say Tancred lost it. Say it's a private matter. Say the cat needs it. Ooh. You know what? The cat needs it. I was talking to this cat. Said he needs it to finish therapy. That cat, Behemoth, is a liar. Don't believe anything he says. If he asked for the key, I won't give it to you. No way. Darn it! Re-educators steal the function key. Gangway hounds steal the function key. Just leave. Ugh. Those are both up the sleeves path, aren't they? Gangway hound and re-educator, straight up the sleeves path. Darn it, I locked the path. Well, answering that the cat asked for it was not the correct answer. Well, that was actually very helpful. I can hack a lot of things now. Hopefully. Alright, save. Like this thing. Mutation Control Center Beacon. What is Zeitgeist? An AI-equipped guard that protects us from mutated plants and animals. Hack it. Alright. I had to find the right name. I scoured the data in search of signatures that fit the beacon. A few caught my eye. Okay, we know this isn't Tank Jr., and we're on level 047, so yes, it is indeed this one. I'm not going to read all of them aloud again. I did that on a previous stream, and it took a really long time, so we're going with this one. I entered the name and got the Metabot's frequency. To reset it, I had to overload its systems. Well, this isn't the Medibot, but okay. And to do that, I needed adequate network resources. I mean, let's go back to the codex. Here on page 3, this is an MCC, yes? So it should be a KGS. Well, either way, check the encryption protocol. I made sure to get the encryption right. The MCC beacon used the KGS protocol. Okay, now from what I wrote down, the thing that is negative to the KGS is PPS. I hoped I had done everything right. At that point it seemed so... Okay, system takeover, system overload. Apparently I'm working my way to overload. I need to find something that is PPS. So, back to the codex. Back to... Okay, what would be around here that would be PPS? Walktells, Medibots, stationary advertisements. Okay. Use city network resources? Filter by device, filter by location, filter by device type. Oh no. Okay, back to the information. I don't know what I'm looking for. I think that was all on page 2. Okay, okay, that's about the overloading. This one is the list. Oh boy, I have the memory of a slightly concussed squirrel right now. Alright, I'm going to write this down. I'm looking for walktels, Medibot, or stationary advertisement. Alright, I have written it down. Back to this page. Okay. Infoils, holotrons, information terminals. WKT is walktels. Neon signs, medmats, investigation drones, sidewalks or pavements, advertising drones, DAD maybe? Maybe. Oh wait, no, SAD, SAD is what I want. SAD for the stationary ad. Anti-gravity centers, mutation control center beacons. I don't think I have anything here for specifically... Wait, there was something for Medibot in here, wasn't there? Medmats, maybe. But I'm going to leave Medibots alone anyway. Let's see if I can find an SAD on the list. SAD! Okay. I have a selection. Let's pick up the first one that is on level 47 with us. This one. Oh, wait, I have moved in a significant direction to system takeover. Oh, let's keep this up. Filter by device type. Let's continue with the SAD. That worked well. Yeah, this one. Bingo? It worked. I had access to the beacon. I've performed system takeover. I was gonna go for overload, but I'll take takeover. Check beacon systems. Shoot the Medibot. Fire a test shot. Why would I shoot the Medibot? Fire a test shot? I thought the shot would be louder. The Outranger started moving towards the beacon. Weren't you looking? I was, yeah, the beacon fired. It must be faulty. Broken firing junk everywhere. How can you live here like this? Fuck off, and it's not fucking broken. My beacons don't break. Unless someone was messing with them. Rama, has anyone been messing with my beacons? Come on, who would do that? Let's finish our shift and get out of here. The stench makes me want to puke. Hi, Ken's body. Ken's corpse wasn't guarded. This was my chance. Visual inspection. I leaned closer. Sorry, Ken, and sorry, dude who was actually nice to me. Flip that body. I grabbed Ken by the shoulders and started to gently turn him over. He was heavy and oddly resistant. One of the holographic wings disappeared into the pavement. His head bobbed and was about to collide with the pavement. I noticed something flashing immediately behind it. Look at the flash. Protect the head. I'm sorry, Ken. You're dead. Look at the flash. It lasted a fraction of a second. A semi-transparent sign popped up right above Ken's head from the pavement. Arrow Darkness. Level 14. HP 0. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm writing that down. Okay. So Arrow. I choose to read that as Darkness because, yeah. Arrow Darkness. Level 14. HP 0. Interesting that there isn't a close quote on that. Is there more? The mirage vanished. Oh boy. Oh boy. This leads back online. This leads straight back online. Oh boy. Alright. Inspect his back. There was a bloody hole in his coat, and his back too, it seemed. Okay, through and through. It was probably fast. Alright, end the inspection. That also means that over here... Okay, I am definitely in possession of new information, but the question is whether or not any of it registered. It looks like I've got something in deduction, but where? Beacon hypothesis. Yep, gunshot wound. Ken has a gunshot wound in his chest. That is not plasma. That is not plasma at all. Accident. Stop that. Okay, nothing new in accident. Gunshot. Gunshot wound. There is a gunshot wound in Ken's chest. Okay, so that just cuts this out entirely. Ken was definitely shot. So it's either the top one or the one that hasn't been unlocked yet. Alright, what do we... What do I have over here? Okay, this made this drone model for military and police use. They're used for scanning dangerous and suspicious areas, right? Okay, hack it. City network access helps with this kind of thing. Raistic Systems admin credentials help too. The right name was the key. I had to find it. I browsed the data in search of signatures that fit the drone, and a few caught my attention. Okay. It has to be number 3. Number 3 is the only one registered 047. Because this is a 050 and this is a 045, which doesn't exist. I hope. And so it has to be this one, which is registered to Rama. Of course it is. The one who's too prissy to talk to me. I entered the name and got the drone's frequency. To reset it, I had to overload its systems. And to do that, I'd need adequate network resources. Alright. We're back to this. Alright, check encryption protocol. Better safe than sorry. I checked the encryption protocol and found out the drone used NCP. Okay, that means that I'm looking for KGS. KGS. Back to technologies. I'm using this information. I am. Okay, KGS is used by... Oh, my notes are going to be so messy. Okay, it's used by street lamps. KGS, advertising drones. I remember advertising drones were DAD. I don't know that I really want to use that because I'm using the advertising drone in the area. What else have we got that's KGS? MCC beacons. Okay, and then back to page 1. Lanterns? I'm thinking it might be LIT for the street lamps. Let's see, what are MCC beacons? Anti-gravity generator. Okay, there we go. CKM. Okay. Back we go. Alright, city network resources. By device type. Wait a minute, is LMP what I'm actually looking for rather than LIT? Oh, I'm overthinking myself. LIT for lanterns, infoils, holotrons, information terminals, rocktells, neon signs, medmats, investigation drones, sidewalks, ad drones, stationary ads, anti-gravity generators, beacons. Okay, I don't actually know what that one set of letters is. We'll leave the LMP alone. Okay, I'm looking for LIT, DAD, or CKM. I would still prefer not to use the DAD. I guess I'm gonna have to. I hope this doesn't overload the thing. Yeah, we'll use this one. Okay, we're sort of getting there. City network. Let's keep using the DAD. I'm not sure what one is doing below us. Let's use the 050. Yeah, that's doing. I'll use the last one on the list. I need one more thing. Filter by device type. WKT, LMP, MCC, INF, S8. Defense systems? I combed through the code and found the security features. I knew my intrusion would be detected if I used a device with a logged-in user. Oh, no! Oh, I lost progress! No! Have I got anything? What the heck is LMP? LMP is what I'm looking for on this list. Where? What? It's not on the list. I'm gonna try it anyway. There's so many. This one? Okay, that LMP is working. All right. Let's continue with the LMP. Let's grab another one that's nearby. And I'm in. I received a notification about being granted access. It worked. I gained access to the drone. I looked around. There were several cameras on the lampposts, but their lenses were smeared and their joints immobilized. One glance at the body confirmed what I had feared. None of them could have seen what had happened. But if I gathered all their data, reflections in smooth surfaces, shadows, and so on, I would be able to piece together what happened to Ken. Take control or leave? Well, I'm gonna take control. Here goes. I decided to play with the machine. Use the drone to gather data from each of the cameras, then compile the data to get a complete recording of Ken's fall. Oh boy, okay. Leave the drone. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? How? Wait. Aha! Okay. Okay. I'm doing this for you, Ken. All right. All right, there's another one. Got you. And got you, hopefully. Is that all the cameras? I think that's all the cameras. It has given me the handy lines. So unless there's a camera lurking over here somewhere... Nope. No camera on that post. Got that one. Got that one. Okay. Dude did not turn around. Okay. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Did I miss one? Okay, he fell. He fell, and then somebody walked up and shot him. Okay. All right. So, we know now. We know now. So, has that done anything here? It hasn't changed anything here. He fell and then he was shot. First high, then crashed? No, there's... While this is true, it's also not... And the beacon hypothesis... which is that the beacon shot him because he resembled a mutated creature that it's supposed to be removing. The beacon did not shoot him. The hypothesis is not valid. Somebody did not use the beacon to kill him. Everything here is nonsense. I don't know what to do with the accident or the gunshot ones at this point. It also concerns me that there's still no data on this one. But yeah, I have learned. Take control. Can I do it again? Or... Now, I suspect that there was something over here that I could have hacked and I didn't. So I feel bad about that. Okay. Leave the drone. Has anything changed now that I've made that choice? That's the question.
Laws and regulations are there for a reason.
Well, not with Sergeant Korn, it hasn't.
I'm trying to
Tancred?
stay level-headed here. What is it now?
No, not Tancred. Damaged beacon? MCC beacon continued floating in the same place. Don't even think about it. Civilians can't mess around with beacons. Oh, because she's awake right now. I see. Okay, let's see. Bombarding with information. We're gonna use the negatives again. I think I may have done that one too many times. But... yeah, the cat is definitely out again. Would you like a ghost of vodka right now? I mean, moonshine. Thank you, Behemoth. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna mess around with this beacon. I have done everything with this beacon except remove the battery. So, in for a penny, in for a pound. Wait a minute. What's oh, because I'd made a choice. Yes. Okay. Remove the battery? Yeah, let's remove the battery. These are very user-friendly devices. I studied the manual engraved on the armor, pressed some sensors, waited for the panel to move aside, and watched as the battery slid into my hands. The beacon began an emergency system shutdown. I watched it turn itself off and walked away. What did that unlock? It's probably something in the beacon hypothesis. Nope. Nothing in there. Accident? No. Nothing changed in there. Gunshot? Nope. I have no idea what it just did. Alright, I still haven't distracted the captain, so Dr. Pax is not. Medibot? Hack it? In order to hack the Medibot, I needed access to the city's network. Raystick systems admin credentials would have been nice too. First, I had to enter the right name. I started searching the data for codes that fit the Medibot. Some of them caught my eye. Only one of them is on this floor, and it says PAX. So, we're going with the one being run by PAX. I entered the name and got the Medibot's frequency. To reset it, I had to overload its systems. And to do that, I needed adequate network resources. Alright, as before, so again. Check that encryption protocol. I hoped I had done everything right. At that point, it seemed so... Wait a minute. Sorry, the Medibot used the PPS. Okay, we want NCP. We want NCP protocols. Back to the codex. And let's see, I was looking for NCP stuff. All right. That's here. Private info alias. Information terminal. Okay. Surveillance drones. That's it. Gee, it seems to be 3 things all the time. Okay, setting aside the private info alias, info terminals and surveillance drones. Okay, TIN. TIN for the info terminal. And surveillance drones. that's investigation drones, which might be the same thing, but let's just double check on the list. Anti-gravity generators, beacons. Yeah, PEY. PEY for surveillance drones. Alright, I'm ready. I hope. Let's use city network resources. Filtering by device type. I want a TIN or a PEY. I don't see either of those here, so more? MCC, return to menu, back. Oh dear. I don't see TIN or PEY on this list. Improvise? I improvised with a few game deck tricks. It may not have been the best idea, but miracles do happen. I hoped I'd done everything right. At that point, it seemed so... Okay, I overloaded the system instead of taking it over. I broke something. It could no longer be accessed. Oh no! I got an achievement for asking me if I'm overthinking. Oh my god, Doctor, I'm sorry. Game hypothesis. Okay, game hypothesis. Ken was killed with a weapon from a game, inside a game. That's crazy. Lightning marks. For a moment I saw something weird on Ken's arm. Something like a magical wound. Sign above the head. For a fraction of a second I saw a strange sign above Ken's head. It showed his character level and 0 hit points. Okay, so the game hypothesis was killed with a weapon from a game inside a game. But that doesn't make sense. I don't believe that hypothesis, I got carried away, or I believe this hypothesis. Once you rule out the impossible, you have to believe the improbable. Oh dear. Doctor, I broke your bot. I'm so sorry.
Fuck all of this.
He'll notice eventually. Okay, those two are still communing with... Actually, come to think of it. Okay, save... What happens if I try to talk to them now? Matan? Winston waved at me to stop as I approached. Yep, yeah, he's still upset that I checked the trash.
Anything else?
Just stealing the key. Okay, it's all the same. It's all the same. Oh, Ken, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to step on your wings. Okay, has anything changed with the tourist terminal? Check out the offer. Please note the tourist console belongs to the city Raystic Systems. The offer presented by this doubt is outdated. Yeah, it's the same as always. Okay, so my way forward is with the captain, I think. Unless putting Tancred back to herself, now that I've taken the battery out of the beacon. Captain?
This man is dead, Cornelius. Nothing we do will change that.
Inquire about Pax? About that Pax guy. Tell him that Pax is dying or offer assistance. I mean, could I mess up more than by deactivating the Medibot? Tell him that Pax is dying. Did you know that Dr. Pax is terminally ill? So there is some justice in the world. Let him experience what the death of a body really is. Maybe then he'll understand how valuable life is. There will be no then for him. He can't afford it. He's truly going to die. The man's face froze. He stared at me and blinked as if he were shuffling folders in his brain. Hell, girl. All right. I forgive him his sins. He rubbed his eyes and smiled sadly. I forgive him everything. We're square. Us too, Gamedec. My, oh, whoa, hey, what? Huh, hey, was I hada? Well, I just blew through everything over there. I'm going to go. I'll just go and let the doctor know about this. It's just, I'm saving, not because I expect to save scum, but simply because, if I had to go back, I'm not sure that would happen again. That, I fear the taste of RNG in that moment. Alright, doctor.
Calm down. I need to scan the body.
As I approached, he was lighting up another. This is the last one. About that conflict with the captain. I've helped you, I think. I've obtained some material that will solve your problem. Great, I'm in your debt, Gamedec. What? That's great, but,
Calm down. I need to scan the body.
What has that actually gained me? Nothing. Okay, I'm getting towards where I should be ending my stream, but what I'm gonna try is, let's bombard Tancred with some positive emotions. Tancred, about that deactivated beacon.
Trying to stay level-headed here. What is
Nope.
it now?
Okay, currently my only other idea is to pull Frank out again. Alright, more positive emotions. Frank, hi.
You're no better than a duck.
The bird looked me up and down and let out an obnoxious squawk. A duck, right? A fucking weird-ass bird is the best you can do, and that's that. Okay, ask who has the function key. Tancred's function key. Who could have it? Rather, who does Tancred consider her friend? Probably that beacon guy. His name is Vernon. Fucking Vernon. Sorry, Venon. Fucking Venon. Venon goddamn Vera. I'm serious, that's his name. Well, I blew that opportunity, so that's gone. I'll just, you be good, Frank.
Laws and regulations are there for a reason.
No, nothing new with her. I think I'm going to have to actually start pounding the hypotheses. Because I don't think I'm going to be getting any further talking to people. Martin?
Only important stuff, please.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
busy.
No, Martin has nothing. Mac? Nope, nothing useful there. I am not gonna ask her if she's a robot. I am so sorry about your beacon, sir. You've got nothing to say to me, though.
I need to scan the body.
Tancred, nothing changed.
This
Captain?
man is dead, Cornelia. Nothing we do will change that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start picking some conclusions before anything else can happen. This is, I am at a dead end at this point. I don't even think there's anything left to inspect on Ken's body. Visual inspection. Oh, sure, look for an exit wound. Alright. Modern firearms produce enough kinetic force to easily blast straight through a person. I reached out to touch Ken's chest area. I retracted my hand, freshly smeared with blood, and wiped it off on the guy's coat. He was my friend, so he wouldn't have minded. Okay, I've got... Oh, wait. Look for a bullet. Inspect beneath the body. End the inspection. You know what? Inspect beneath the body. Not much blood, just a few stains that looked like splatter. Suspiciously little, considering it went straight through him. Look for a bullet. I slid my hand under Ken's chest again. I felt the cracks in the pavement under the exit wound. I pulled out a metal object. I tore it from the pavement and took a closer look. It was a bullet. Aha! That runs into the gunshot hypothesis, I'm pretty sure. Stop doing that. Not much blood. There was surprisingly little blood from the wound. Gunshot wound. There's a gunshot wound on Ken's chest. Bad neighborhood. No data. This might have been a combo. The gunshot wound may not necessarily have killed him. It may have just been making certain. Does anything showed up in accident? No. Game. No, nothing there either. Oh, this is so confusing. But there was definitely a bullet. Alright, end the inspection. Now you give me a new clue. Okay, fine, I'll check accident first. Stop that. Not an accident. Didn't expect it to be. Gunshot. Gunshot wound. Not much blood. Ken was lying when the shot was fired. The bullet pierced the body and got stuck in the walkway. Small caliber. The shot was fired after Ken's death. The shot was fired after Ken's death. The bullet was in the walkway, so Ken must have been lying when he got shot. Everything indicates that he was already dead when it happened. That's the answer. But that leaves me with the accident or the game. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I'm missing 2 possibilities in the accident hypothesis section. And the game hypothesis, I'm missing so much. I've got 2 out of 6. It's, I need more. I need more. There's nothing more to see. Okay, so this is telling me that I made the choice. The shot was fired after Ken's death, which means it was either an accident or he was killed in a game. Oh dear. I wonder how meta I want to get with this. But how much of this can I...
What is it this time?
Got nothing with him, nothing with the beacon, nothing there or there. Nothing there. Doc?
Fuck all of this.
No, no. These two are useless. Venom will talk to me, sort of. Matan will not. Let's try Venom.
Anything else?
Nope. Matan? Hello? Matan? No. I mean, I found something in that trash can. I have no idea what I found. I don't think this was an accident. But that only leaves the game. Okay, back into the deductions. Alright, let's... The accident hypothesis is that he was flying around using an anti-G harness. Maybe he'd been looking for something. He might have even found it, but his harness broke and he fell. Somebody saw him fall. His limbs are unnaturally twisted. The anti-G harness is broken, but shows no signs of damage. He didn't have anything on him. He was first high and then crashed. The fall was the cause of death. Okay, first high then crashed. There might be something to this hypothesis. Or the fall was the cause of death. The Occam's razor. Sometimes the simplest explanations turn out to be correct. Ken fell on the walkway, and that's what killed him. Yes. Which means that he was killed with a game weapon. Oh no. Okay, the fall was the cause of death. Game hypothesis. Stop that. I hate this so much. I believe that he was killed in-game and that caused his death in real life. I hate that I don't have any data for this. Alright. Here goes. That's everything. Which leads to, how did Ken die? The beacon didn't shoot Ken. The shot was fired after his death. The fall was the cause of death. Ken was killed with a weapon from a game, or he died inside a game. I have no idea how. So, the options that I have open here are an accident, the beacon. It was an absurd accident. An MCC beacon mistook Ken for a bat, all because of these membranous wings generated by an Ilgen. Absolutely negatory. Impossible. Didn't happen. An accident, the fall. Regardless of whether the MCC beacon played a role in the accident, the cause of Ken's death was the fall and collision with the walkway. Alright. Murder. Somebody shot Ken. The MCC beacon was only a smokescreen. I don't know. This case has too many holes and contradictory leads. I cannot say for sure how this boy died. Ken was killed with a weapon from a game. Go ahead and call me a crazy, naive idiot, but it's the only solution that isn't self-contradictory. The only issue is that it's ridiculous. My current belief is that something happened like a game, or in a game, that shut off Ken's zero-G harness, which sent him crashing to the ground, where then it was made sure that he would never get up again. He was killed very deliberately. And it's associated with the Han clan, I would be almost willing to bet. It is not... It is a murder, but it is not this murder. It's this murder. This is the path that I am taking. He was killed from in a game. What the heck is this? More conclusions. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hiro Hamalau? The woman had a keen look and a mysterious smile. She came over to me, and her smile widened. Oh, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. Sorry it took so long. Excuse me, where are my manners? Senior Specialist Hiro Hamalau. I'm the insurer of the deceased. Say nothing, ask where he was. You know what? I'ma let her talk herself out. Say nothing. Just stare at her. I looked at him, waiting for him to break the silence first. It's a little bit bothering me that this is a very femme look, but they're using male pronouns, as this is an odd choice. Either way, I'm sure you've already found out your answers. They may be incomplete, but we should probably check Ken's psychoscan, don't you think? It so happens I have it right here. It was the first thing I did when I got here. I want to give it to you. Let's call it a reward. Let's just sign the so-called paperwork and you can go home, okay? Did that person just flicker? I swear I saw that person flicker. In the meantime, let's just see if, anything? I have a feeling that if I refuse to sign, that this is just gonna stop the game for me right here. So, since I want to continue the game and find out who the heck killed Ken, sign it? I nodded, and Hamalau displayed a window with documents in front of me. I stamped my IN. Fantastic. Here's your scan. There you go. You can go home now. Same way you got here. Working with you was a true pleasure. Get back to your apartment to read Ken's psychoscan, huh? Alright, the question is, can I go back to my apartment without starting off reading the scan? Because what I would like to do is go back to the apartment and then save dealing with said scan to next week. So I'm going to try, or hey, can I oh, you're already here. Brilliant. Did you find what you were looking for? Perfect. Now be on your way. Mention that he seems nervous. Return to the apartment. You know what? You seem nervous, Hiru. Why are you so jumpy? I'm not jumpy. I just want to fly home. As do you, isn't that right? Go on, quickly now. Observe. I wondered what his deal was. So what? Are you leaving? Mention the conversation with Hiru? Confirm. You know what? Mention the conversation. We're still talking, though I'm being rushed. She looked straight through Hamalau and sent me a glance that showed disgust and concern. People do say that game decks have many work-related disorders, but hey, no judgment. We also struggle. What? I'm not returning to the apartment. I am inquiring what you mean. I opened my mouth to speak, but something suddenly tugged at my arm. My legs buckled, the world spun, and I felt a rush of heat in my shoulder. What just... I've been shot! Hey, can you hear me? Are you okay? My shoulder was numb and swollen. Someone had applied gel dressing to the spot where my sleeve was ripped. What sleeve? Ask about Hamalau. Search the bar for the shooter. Ask what happened. What happened? What happened? Did you see anything? Not really. It's a gunshot wound. I treated it, but I didn't see the shooter. Venon saw somebody run into the bar, but they were too far away, so he didn't get a good look. We should have guarded the fucking entrance. What about Hamalau? Hero Hamalau. We were talking when it happened. She might have seen something. Where is she? We've switched pronouns again. Sorry, Hero who? The victim's insurance agent. Real uptight. She was hanging around here, remember? You must be in shock after getting shot. There wasn't anyone like that here. I'd remember a stranger hanging around the crime scene. That person did flicker. Oh, that's why she reacted that way. She couldn't see her. Search that bar for the shooter. I'll look for the shooter in the bar. Just be careful. It may look like a scratch, but the shockwave of a subsonic bullet is no joke. Your deltoid muscle is really swollen. Subsonic? Did you hear a bang? Neither did I. Okay, so I guess I'm going into the bar. But that is what I'm going to do next week. So we'll have great fun with a double loading screen next week. 'Cause I am not risking setting foot in there tonight. This is where I save. And next week I'm going into that freaking bar. So this is where I'm going to be calling it a night. As the mystery literally attempts to kill me, but is a terrible shot. And for anyone who is wondering exactly how things came to this level and why I'm so angry that Ken's been killed, you can find the answers on my YouTube channel, where I have archived all of the previous sessions of Gamedec that I have played. There is a playlist there so that you don't have to go digging through the videos archive if you don't want to. That has it all laid out, and that updates every Friday with the previous Sunday's stream of Gamedec. And I will be back again on Wednesday night at as close to 7 p.m. as we can get enough people together to form a room. I will be playing Among Us with a pack of my mostly local to me, mostly writer, all completely out of their minds friends. And we will be running around, stabbing each other in the back, lying to each other, gaslighting each other, having a grand old time. And since that is the only one of my streams that I do not fully archive on my YouTube channel, the only way to find out what happened in the entire stream is to actually watch the stream. So that's on Wednesday. Then on Thursday night, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Oxygen Not Included for Try Not to Die Thursday. I will be continuing to maintain my base and try to make it a nice place and to manufacture enough steel to finish building the statue that is me winning the game. And maybe getting some exploring done too. I'm trying to do that at the same time as making all the steel. We'll see which one actually, happens. Well, they'll both happen, but we'll see how much exploring I get done before I make enough steel. I need so much steel. So much steel. So that's Thursday. Then next Sunday night, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be going into this bar in Gamedec and finding out, hopefully, who shot me. And maybe even why. And possibly why he didn't aim for my head. Hopefully things will be found out. Since I've been shot in the shoulder, I doubt there's going to be any punching, but I may well try anyway. So it's all going to be very interesting, and I definitely recommend tuning in next week. And that is my upcoming week in my schedule. Tonight has been very interesting, and even though I did end up running around in circles at least twice, I did get quite a bit done and made some progress, so I'm pretty sure I've had fun, although I'm still pretty angry that my friend got killed. So, I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have tonight, and I hope that you have a great night. Good night.